There are 52 islands, 17 are inhabited and 5 are linked by causeways here to mainland Orkney, which is where we are. The outer islands have a population that varies from 1 person up to about 600 on the biggest island. The old Balfour, also called the Balfour Hospital, original parts of it date back to 1922. Healthcare has very much moved on and the building was no longer fit for purpose. We first saw replacement plans back in 1997 and we've really been desperate to get our new build ever since then. The whole Robertson's construction team used as many local contractors as they could, and then there were challenges around some of the types and the materials to make sure that it would withstand Orkney weather for the next 70 years. The fact it's so bright and airy, and having come from a very old hospital, the contrast is just amazing.
Design the building has to respond to a number of different factors. I think that one of the most challenging ones in that environment is the climate. Climate conditions are, as you might imagine, quite extreme at times. And we looked at a number of historical, traditional Skara Brae type brocks. It's driven an unusual hospital design, which I think the client was really interested in. They definitely wanted a hospital that wouldn't necessarily be somewhere that, you know, was on the mainland or could be anywhere. What stays with you on a successful project is the relationships that you make. And, you know, from Kepi's team point of view, the highlight is always going to be seeing the building in use by the people who, you know, you've worked alongside and collaborated with. The environment has to be attractive and welcoming and calming for staff who are under a lot of pressure at the same time.
The construction of the building was a steel structure with the durable hardware and materials on the external facade, primarily to reflect the Orkney weather and high winds. It was 16,000 square metres overall, and that equates to about 12,000 of actual accommodation for the NHS operational with the various departments. The partitions throughout the whole build were all British gypsum, metal, partition material and plasterboard. You've got to get things right first time, and that was a challenge throughout the project, and that's something me as a business strive for, is quality first time, you know, every time. And in Orkney we got there, we achieved that for the client. There was a dedicated technical representative of British Gypsum who was involved all the way through that process.
I think fundamentally architecture is about people, you know, and it's about understanding how people will respond to a certain environment. You know, most of the successful things about projects that stay with me longer are more about the experiential things that are hard to measure.
And having spoken to lots of staff, patients and the public, we absolutely love the building.